Hello friends, I am Advocate Arpit Saxena. You are most welcome at my YouTube channel The Law Impact. Today I am going to discuss a very important legal issue, that is a law in favor of women suffering from the domestic violence. As we all know, during the period of lockdown, many cases of domestic violence has been reported, not only in India but at a global level as well. But I will discuss the few important laws as the Domestic Violence Act 2005, 498 IPC, 125 CRPC. After that, there are many civil remedies as well, like divorce, judicial separation, and others. So these all civil remedies I will discuss in a separate video. So let's start the video. Domestic Violence Act 2005. This is a very important law, and you can term such law as a revolutionary law because this law only in favor of the women. So let's start from section 12. Section 12 of this law is very important, and under this section you may file one application to the judicial magistrate. And agreed person means the woman suffering from the domestic violence or any person on behalf of such lady may file such application to get the one or more reliefs. I will discuss all the relief one by one. First, I would like to tell you that who is the agreed person for the purpose of this act. So only the woman is the agreed person under section 2 clause A of this act, and women include the wife, daughter-in-law, and the woman living in the live-in relationship. So next one is the who is the respondent, means the relief may be claimed against the respondent only, and respondent include adult male person. But Honorable Supreme Court has observed that not only the adult male person but even the minor male person is also included in the definition of word respondent. So these two definitions are very important. Now come to the next, how many reliefs. There are the many reliefs. I will discuss one by one. First, section 17, right to reside in a shared household. This relief is also available for women whether or not she has any right, title or beneficial interest in the property. Next one is the protection order. On being prima facie satisfied that a domestic violence has taken place or is likely to taken place, judicial magistrate may pass any type of protection order. There is a long list of protection order and judicial magistrate may pass any one. It totally depends upon the requirement of the case and the judicial discretion of the judicial magistrate. So by pausing this video, you can easily understand all type of orders. So section 31 of this act is very important. This section make the offense if any type of protection order is breached by the accused. So what is the punishment? Imprisonment up to 1 year, and such offense shall be cognizable and non-bailable. So it is an exception of the general law. As we all know, all the offenses which are punishable with less than 3 years of punishment and such offenses are the bailable and the non-cognizable. But here it is an exception, and the offenses shall be cognizable and non-bailable even though the offense is punishable with less than 3 years of punishment. Now come to the next, that is a residence order. Residence order may also be passed in a favor of women, and it is a long list under section 19. You can easily understand by pausing this video. Now next one is the monetary relief. Monetary relief is a very important. It is like a compensation order, and such order can be passed by the judicial magistrate in favor of women. And the monetary relief means the compensation order shall be determined in accordance of the lifestyle of the woman, and such order may be passed even in favor of her child as well. Next one is under section 21, that is in custody order, and custody order may also be passed in a favor of agreed person or any person on behalf of the agreed person, but the court may provide the provision for the respondent to visit to such child. Next one is the 498 IPC, that is in a separate law provided in the Indian Penal Code 1860. Under this section, any woman who is suffered from the cruelty or the harassment from the husband and on the side of the relative of her husband, she may file the criminal case. This is in a criminal case which is and this offense is punishable with imprisonment up to 3 years of punishment and a fine also, and such offense is a cognizable and non-bailable. Next one is a 125 CRPC. This is in civil remedy, as we all know, but this remedy has been provided in the criminal law because to accelerate the remedy to the woman. Here, woman, whether she is divorced or not, may claim the maintenance from her husband if she is unable to maintain herself. And under section 125 CRPC, women can get any type of amount which is required to her maintenance. Hope you would like this video, so please like, share and subscribe. Namaskar, Jai Hind.